So the next thing is we are going to look at few more very simple functions available in Stream API. One of them is called peek, and peek, you can say it's a debugging function available in Stream API, which would allow you to intermediately look at the Stream API and see what is happening there. But it is not a ternary operator that so that it would only get invoked if there is a ternary operator at the end of the statement of stream. So if I do it now this way, okay, what would happen is, okay, let me put it this way. Okay, so we will know that whether we are getting some response from peek. Okay, so if I run it now, you would see there would be no output coming for peek, and the reason for that is because peek is not a ternary operator. It can be only used as an intermediate operations. In order to use it as a ternary operator, I mean, in order to see the output of peek, you need a ternary operator. So if I do it now, so this, because this for each is a ternary operator for us, so I would do it after peek and s. So what will happen now is, because we have now this ternary operator, the peek function will also get invoked, and then you would see both the outputs for each of these every element. So now if I run it, you would see that it is able to peek it, and then after peeking it, it is printing you. So let me do one more thing. Let me do holder name, just so that it looks better in terms of the individual objects. So now it is able to peek Steve, and then Bob, and things like that. So the real use of peek is when you have a big Stream API statement where you are collecting something and then converting it into a different object and then trying to do some operations on it. Then that's where the peek is useful. For the simple case, you might see that it is just doing something just before the ternary operator. But if we want to do a debugging, that the stream statements can get really long very easily. So the peek uses there in terms of when we want to do some debugging for those big Stream API statements. The next functions, which are simple functions, you would get them by their name as well, but I would just quickly go through it. So anyMatch, allMatch, and then noneMatch. These functions returns your true or false based on if there is anyMatch, if there is allMatch, and if there is nothing which is matching in the stream. So I will quickly do this. First we'll see anyMatch, and then what we need is, I'm using this FlatMap stream dot anyMatch, and I need a predicate here. So in order to do that, I can do it this way: account on balance if it is greater than 1000. So what it will do is, it will traverse through the whole list, and if there is any account existing which is having more than 1000 balance, it will give us a true. Okay, let me run it first. Okay, so you see the anyMatch is true because there are accounts which are having balance less than 1000. The second thing is, let's go to look at allMatch. So allMatch, and then probably just copy it there, paste it. So now we are calling allMatch, and because it doesn't work, there are balance, there are accounts which are having balances less than 1000, so we should be getting a false there if I run it. Okay, we got a false, and then I can show you the noneMatch now. Just copy this, paste it here, and noneMatch. Okay, so because there are few accounts which are having balances less than 1000, the noneMatch should return you also a false. So do this, the noneMatch is return you a false. However, if I just put a 200, right, there are all the accounts which are having account more than 200. So I'll just convert this into this, okay, and then if I run it, because the condition is passing for all the accounts, it is now giving me as a true. Okay, so I think these are all the functions which are available in Stream API and are very useful. Thanks for watching. Okay, that's it for this section. Thanks for watching and see you in the next section.